Let's get started. I'm gonna make a keep pile and donate pile and then separate them into read and want to read so that it's more organised. I'm definitely not doing by colour. I hate colour organised bookshelves, and I'm definitely not doing by author. I would only do that when I get like a proper bookshelf, maybe even by genre. But at the moment, in my head, what makes the most sense is read and want to read. I found recently in a charity shop Isabel Allende's The House of Spirits. Such a cool vintage copy. This one I found for 50p in a post office last week. The Shirley Jackson We Have Always Lived in the Castle, and I'm gonna save this for like autumn, Halloween time. It makes the most sense to me to read it at that time of year. So I'm gonna read this soon because we're not far away from the best time of the year. I also recently ordered Jamaica Kincaid's Annie John. I saw this in Anna Wallace's video and it's only short and it's a coming of age recipe for a 5-star. The two that I treated myself to in Waterstones. Lucky for me, I actually had a free book on the rewards card. So one of these was free. I got In the Distance by Hernan Diaz. I also got The Unbearable Lightness of Being by Milan Kundera, I want to say. I got secondhand and I am going to take on holiday with me next week, I think, or the week after, is The World According to Garp by John Irving. I'm obsessed with this vintage copy. I've never seen that cover. The new cover, the black with the pink, don't even speak to me about it. It's foul. Actually deserves jail time when covers like this. And I also really like the John Irving styles that are like this. I think with The World According to Garp, I think it's a typewriter. I like these copies. This one I've never seen, and I like to have unique books, so I couldn't leave this. I got it on eBay for like £3. When it was printed, it was £2.50. Wouldn't it be nice if books were still £2.50? And the other one I got secondhand is Anthony Bourdain's A Cook's Tour. Whoops. Oh, I forgot about that. I got it on eBay, and the little lady, she wrote a note saying that she couldn't post it with Every, so she just had to write the address out because she couldn't figure out the Every label. What a cutie. Okay, let's just go from the top. So John Irving, The Hotel New Hampshire. You'll notice I have loads of John Irving books. Haven't read a single John Irving piece of work. I don't know, I feel drawn to him, but I've never read his work and I keep buying his books. I have Soul to Soul, Poems, Prayers and Stories to End a Yoga Class. You maybe read like a poem or two a day rather than like sit down and read as a body of work. So I might actually chuck that over there and I'll read a poem a day. Out of Africa by Karen Blixen. This is definitely keep and want to read. Don't know when I'll get to it, but I will at some point. Another one I bought for Turkey and didn't friggin' read. I ended up reading The Shining instead. 3 Summers by Margarita Liberacki. I'm gonna still keep it because I might read it at some point. Neil Gaiman, American Gods. I haven't read it and I think I probably will, so keep. Goldfinch, Donna Tartt. I read this a few years ago. I really enjoyed it. I could reread it, so I think I am gonna keep it. It was one I would like to keep in my collection. So dusty. Carter Beats the Devil by Glenn David Gould. Definitely keep. Carl Jung, Memories, Dreams, Reflections. Definitely want to read this. I think I will probably listen to this as an audiobook on my walks. David Sedaris Calypso. This is a collection of essays, I think. My new thing is listening to essay collections and non-fiction on my morning walk for an hour a day. And this is one that I have lined up, saved on Spotify. So I will be reading this soon. But I like to, when I listen to an audiobook, I like to underline and annotate the physical copy, so I'll keep this. 2 books that I used for one of my degree years, so they have been drawn all over. I would always like to keep the books that I've like studied. I'm not doing very well here, am I? Like don't think I've let go of a single book yet. Crooked Plough by I don't know, and I don't want to butcher it, so that's the author. I did read this. I read this I think a year or 2 ago. I don't remember it. I don't think it was really anything special to me, so I might unhold this one. Richard Yates, Revolutionary Road. I'll probably keep this, to be honest. I bought this in New Zealand. It's the Penguin Brockbank. It's all like pictures and it's too old and too cool to let go, and I bought it abroad, so there ain't no chance I'm letting that go. Keep. The Adventures of Huckleberry Huckleberry Finn. Keep. William Faulkner, As I Lay Dying. I don't know why I haven't got to this yet, so keep, want to read. This is How You Lose a Time Warp. Hated this. Didn't even make it past like 20 or 30 pages. Donate. Did not like. Unhaul. Goodbye. That was kind of dramatic. Susan Clarke's Piranesi. I'm not going to reread it, let's be honest. Okay, get rid of it. Elizabeth Gaskell, North and South. I'll keep this. I think it's nice to always have classics around. Edith Wharton's The Age of Innocence. Again, it's a classic. I'm not going to get rid of this because I know I'll rebuy it at some point. Tomorrow, Gabrielle Zevin. I don't know. Every Man and His Mother and Dog. Read this. Not going to like it, let's be honest. It was written too recently. It's going to have modern language in it and I'm going to get annoyed. 2023. Oh no, okay. Silence of the Girls by Pat Barker. I didn't like this. On whole. The thing that makes me sad about this is like, it's nice to be able to see the books that you have and how you've evolved as a reader, but unfortunately I'm running out of space. Pachinko by Min-Jin Lee. I read like probably 70% of this and really enjoyed it, but I don't know why I put it down. I think it switched like main characters and I didn't like the second one. I'm going to keep it because I think I will pick it back up at some point. David Gran, Killers of the Flower Moon. I read this before the movie came out. Really interesting. Definitely, I think, want to keep on the shelves. Madeline Miller's Circe. This is one of the books that really got me back into reading in my adulthood, so I can't let this go. I loved this at the time. I'm not sure what I would think about it now, but at the time, I really enjoyed reading it. Patrick DeWitt, The Sisters Brothers. All these books I've like kept in like together. I read all these at a very similar time in my life. I enjoyed this. It's what sparked my interest in westerns, so I'm going to keep that. Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, another one that I really enjoyed, and I think it's good to have non-fictions on the shelf, so I'm going to keep this too. This is a new one to me as well. This is Suzanne Simard, Finding the Mother Tree. Again, I'll probably listen to this as an audiobook and then go back through and edit, but I do want to keep it and I'm obsessed with the cover. So nice. Motherhood by Sheila Heti. I do want to get to this, so that's going to go in the keep. Autobiography of Malcolm X. Keep. Want to read. Will read at some point. Breath by James Nestor. Again, probably an audiobook listen. Keep. The Overstory by Richard Powers. Definitely want to get to this. There's too many books to read. I've tried to start this twice, and twice I've not managed to make it through it. I'm not going to give up though because I want to read it. Poems of Walt Whitman. Again, one of those ones that you need to keep out so you can like read a couple a day. So I'm going to keep that and I'm going to chuck it up there. Why We Sleep, Matthew Walker. I've tried to read this twice and got to the same place twice. Still going to keep it though. We'll get through it someday. Another John Irving is The Cider House Rules. Keep. Susan Sontag on photography. I'm going to keep this. Earthsea, first 4 books, Ursula Le Guin. I'm going to keep this. This again, I like to have little easy palette cleansers available if I ever am in like a really severe reading slump. It's nice to have stuff that I can like go to and help myself out of it. Trick Mirror. This is by Gia Tolentino. I don't know. This is going to be an audiobook one. This is on my saved on Spotify, so I'm going to listen to this very soon. I'm scared I'm going to find a spider behind these books. There's been a lot of spiders around recently that hit early this year. Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. I did start this. I got to page 110 and gave up. God, I will finish this at some point. Very important story that is worth having, worth reading, and I want to keep it. Braiding Sweetgrass. Yeah, I will finish this. I'm on page 166. I will finish this. I adore what I've read so far from this book, so definitely keep. It's the only Donna Tartt that I haven't read, so I'm going to keep it because I like her other 2 books. The Secret History, obviously, keep. Life of Pi, I'm going to unhold this. I haven't read it, I'm not going to read it, and someone else can enjoy this. Utopia Avenue, David Mitchell. I've tried to read this and I didn't like it, so I'm going to unhold this. Making progress. What I might actually do, now I'm looking at it, is I might have a pile of non-fiction, a pile of fiction read, and a fiction to read. So everything's kind of organised, but not like really, because everything's just random right now. 1,000 Acres, I've just read this and just finished it, so keep. Herman Hesse Siddhartha, I already want to reread this, so keep. Fosse, Morning and Evening, I still think I'm saying that wrong. I think it's like John Fosse or something. Anyway, keep. So Long, See You Tomorrow, keep. Wow, this is fast. Oh, I've gone through all these. This is the pile from my short books video. That's why I like them all. J.L. Carr, A Month in the Country, keep. All the Little Life Things, again, Can She Shut Up, keep, and Will Love Forever. Red Pony, John Steinbeck, keep. Man Who Planted Trees, this was a gift, so keep. True Grit, keep. I liked this. It's Sex and Rage. It was okay. I'm going to keep it in case I ever want to lend it out, but probably won't reread it. Secret Garden, I haven't read this, and it is actually one of the set books for my upcoming year of English Literature degree, so I need to keep this. Call Me By Your Name, I need to reread this with the developed literature brain that I have now. I read this when I was still reading much simpler books, so I think it maybe just went over my head. I want to reread this. Elizabeth von Armin, The Enchanted April, I love this book and I think I will reread it. Power of Now, I don't know why there's a bookmark in it because I have finished it. Keep. Again, non-fiction books you can always come back to and relearn what you've read, so they're worth keeping. I didn't like this. I did not like this at all. I feel kind of sad because I paid like £12 because it's a new book. But I guess on whole, because I won't reread it. I hated it actually. The Dharma Bums, Jack Kerouac, I haven't read any of his work and I do want to read this at some point, so keep. Four Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. This is one that you read in a day and it's one that you read over and over again to retain the wisdom that's in there, so keep. One is talking about this, Patricia Lockwood. I have absolutely no interest in reading this. It looks modern and not my vibe. Just the text on the back, I can tell, like the font is telling me everything I need to know, which is kind of stupid but also very justified in my mind. No, get rid of that. No thanks. Into the Wild by John Krakauer, I don't know. I've seen the film and I want to read the book, so I'm gonna keep this. Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. Everyone loves this book. I tried to read it and again it's just got that like icky modern, I don't know how to describe it. Like as soon as something that is in my life is mentioned, I'm like, no, get away, get away, get rid. Daisy Jones and the Six and the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I don't care what you say. I don't care that she's not literary, but Taylor Jenkins Reid can write an absorbing story. Keep both of these. These are good palate cleansers, good slump reads. And I thoroughly enjoyed both and I don't care who knows it. Lita, I put off reading this book. I do need to read it. I think it's an important one to read, so I'm going to keep it. Joan Didion, Slouching Towards Bethlehem. Again, probably one that I'll listen to as an audiobook. Bell Jar, this put me into a severe depression. What have I highlighted there? Oh, the fig tree analogy. What a basic bitch. Yeah, keep. Just Kids, Patti Smith. Definitely keep. I really enjoyed that. This is one that you can read again because it's her life story. That never gets boring. Turner Morrison, Beloved. Keep. I finished this yesterday actually. Mrs. Caliban, Rachel Ingalls. I enjoyed this and I think I'll keep it. A really, really old copy that's sellotaped of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I do really need to read some more of the classic female authors. So keep. 2001, Space Odyssey. Keep. That I did read, of East of Eden, not the special edition. Keep. Graham Greene, Our Man in Havana. I haven't read this. Probably will read it, but I think I am going to keep it just because the cover's cool. Sometimes it's okay to keep a book just because you like the cover, okay? Daphne du Maurier, Rebecca. I found this copy in New Zealand and I really enjoyed the book, so definitely keep. In Memoriam, Alice Wynne. Tried to read this recently. Don't think it's for me. It's too modern. It's set, what's weird is it's set in the war. It's set in 1914, but you can tell it's by a modern author. There's a tone and I don't like it, so get rid. The Sellout by Paul Beatty. I want to read Beatty's work, so keep. Crossing to Safety, Wallace Stegner. I definitely want to read this. I'm losing steam. I definitely want to read this. Kingsley Amis, Lucky Jim. Want to read. Okay, The Big Boy. I definitely want to read this and I'm definitely going to keep it. This Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. In Ascension by Martin McInnes. I've read this. I probably won't reread it, but that doesn't feel like enough of a reason to get rid of it. 12 Years a Slave by Solomon Northup. I want to read this, but it's so heavy and I know they're so important and that's why you should read them, but I'm just never drawn to pick it up because I don't want to feel sad, but I'm going to keep it. Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. Haven't read this, will read this, probably will love it because it's Steinbeck. Glass Castle, I really enjoyed this. I'm gonna keep this. Maybe You Should Talk to Someone by Laurie Gottlieb. I loved this. I probably will reread it at some point, so I'm going to keep that. Brave New World. I haven't read 1984 and I get really creeped out by dystopian things that are getting too close for comfort to the world we live in. So I think I'll probably keep it, but I'm probably not going to read it. I have the full Elena Ferrante quartet. I have read the first one, haven't read the other three, so I am going to keep those. Bay Sewer, Untold Night and Day. Forgot I had this. Won't read it. I think I tried and didn't like it, so unhaul. Tula, Toni Morrison. I have read this. Keep. And lastly, Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. Keep. Obviously. keep. It's just getting real messy and I'm really hot. I'm losing steam. My hands feel chalky. I'm gonna cry. These are all the keep. So most of them. These are the unhaul. So I'm actually not really getting rid of a lot, but in my head it feels like I'm streamlining. I'm just gonna start with the have read because then I don't need to get to them. Makes most sense to me. Okay, so I had to time lapse this, otherwise this video will be centuries long and you will all be old and decrepit by the time you finish it. So I'm just organising the books I've already gone through because it was getting really messy into fiction I've already read and fiction I want to read before I continue with the last two piles. On John Steinbeck Cannery Row, haven't read this, will keep. I've Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, To Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Lee, I will reread that. Another copy of Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and I also have Jane Austen's Emma in this like really old, like original, I don't know if it's original binding, but it's how they used to bind books. I have 3 non-fiction like spiritual books. I've got The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, Autobiography of a Yogi. Also got Iyengar's Light on Yoga. So those can all be with like the non-fiction spiritually kind of books. Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. I really enjoyed this. I'm definitely going to keep it. Poor Things by Alistair Gray. Again, loved this. Keep. 1984. I am terrified of this book. I can't read it. I got to page 97. Where's my bookmark? You can't see. There. And I got creeped out. But I do think it's a good one to have, and it will probably get banned at some point, so keep. I Who Have Never Known Men, Jacqueline Hartman, keep. Prayer for Owen Meany. See what I mean? I've got loads of Irvings, I've never read any. Keep. Shakespeare, Twelfth Night. I did this for part of the degree. I'm not going to reread it. I don't like Shakespeare. It is, for me, the worst part of the degree, so get rid. G. Wells' War of the Worlds. Hated this. Absolutely hated this. I thought it was so boring, but I am going to keep it because the cover's cool and it's classic. Of Mice and Men, obviously keep. Room of One's Own, Virginia Woolf, need to read this, want to keep, so I'm going to put that up there. And Wuthering Heights, Emily Bronte, again, need to read this, so I'm going to put that on the read pile. I could do with swapping this one to here, because this is red and this is red. I'm not moving that many books, so it can stay as it is. I know what's going on. White Teeth by Zadie Smith. I've literally just finished this. This is one of my set books for my course, so I'm doing like reading ahead to help myself out. So I just finished this, so I can go on the red pile. Stephen King on writing, I'm going to keep that. Raymond Chandler's The Big Sleep. I didn't love it, but I am going to keep it. Stoner, can't wait to reread this. I'm going to reread it in winter because it's cozy to me, so keep. White Boy Shuffle, Paul Beatty. It matches the copy of The Sellout, which is there. I wish I'd put those together, but I haven't, so that can go on the to read pile. This is all to read, so that's going to be my job for the next like 6 months. And James Salter, Light Years. I have started this, got to page 95. I keep giving up on stuff at like 100 pages, which is not good. Eastern Body, Western Mind. I'm going to put that at the bottom, and I'm going to start my non-fiction spiritual pile. Here's another time lapse of me stacking up all the non-fiction and spiritual books, and then a couple of random fiction ones that just needed to be sorted into the different piles. So there we have it. My semi-organised. I've pretty much gone through all of these and decided that they're worth keeping for now. Thank you for watching. That was so much more effort and so much more strenuous than I thought it was going to be. I am so hot and I'm hungry and I want to wash my hands of dust. So thanks. Bye.